Enemy destroyer foundered. Off to a great start. Action stations.
Hello sailors, it's Mad and welcome back to some more World of Warships, and today you're going to see what happens when a noob plays ranked. Tier 8 this time, and the last season was Tier 6, which I really enjoyed. I love some of the Tier 6 ships in this game. Tier 8, it's different. Especially when you get towards the higher ranks, the gameplay gets... well, you meet better people, basically. And seal clubbing, or noob stomping, becomes, you know, there's less of it, and it becomes less fun and more grindy, because losing a star is highly frustrating when you've, you know, worked your ass off to get the stars. Anyway, so at this point I was up to rank 12, nearly at the first league. Managed to make it into the first league last time, and that's where I stopped. To be honest, I'm not really fussed about my rank, but there's one reason to do it. Well, if you care about being rank 1, I suppose that's a reason. But if you don't, the other reason is flags. And other things like premium time and that. When you rank up, you get some really nice goodies. I made, in my first 3 games, I'd a whole page of flags I'd won back in the back in the port, when I'd finished playing. I'd only played 3 games and got about 200 flags. I ranked up a little quicker. I guess it's because I made it into the first league last time and jumped a few ranks. Let me know if that's the case. Anyway, so I'm at the NC, the Tier 8 American battleship, and it has a very distinct playstyle, which I'm going to explain in a minute. Right, so I held fire on the Derpits, and that's why. There's a much more important target. The enemy's team have a low yang, and from what I've seen, well, we just turned away. He would have been dead otherwise. That would have been nice. Yeah, our Megami there doesn't like his hit points, and he's just given most of them away. Yeah, I've not played any cruisers in Tier 8, and I don't think I would take the Tier 8 cruisers I've got into Tier 8 ranked anyway. Completely forgotten what I was talking about now, mate. Yeah, the low yang. I do follow some of the big World of Warships YouTubers and been watching their ranked gameplay, especially Flamu, Flambas, people like that. And it appears, if you want to get to rank 1, it's a lot easier if you've got a low yang, because it's possibly the best. Well, it was definitely one of Flamu's top picks for ranked, and I think it's the case where it can take on other DDs so easily in the caps, and it's all about the points in ranked, isn't it? So if you can take the caps and secure points and hold the caps, and you win the game, you get your stars and you rank up. That's what it's about. Right, so on to the NC. It does have very impressive range, but it also has very impressive concealment. I've got concealment expert on my captain. I'm running the, I think it is 2 million cost concealment module. So when I stop firing, you can see my concealment is about half my firing range. So if I want to, I can get undetected and not take any incoming fire. And I may look like, I know when I play tanks I complain about people that camp at the back, but the NC has a very particular playstyle. It's side armour, or you know, it's broadside armour as sailors would call it. It's quite weak, and you can get citadeled fairly easily, even though if you're only showing a small bit of broadside. Ships like the Amagi have such large guns with such good penetration, they can punch through. So the NC has what they call a bow-in playstyle, so you just point your nose at people and it stops them getting the big ridiculous pens. You do lose a turret basically doing that, and see, there we go, Amagi shells hit and I lost, what, well over 10k health there, I think. Right, it's a broadside of an Amagi, which has a weird turtleback armour scheme. Grouping's not too good, and I get 1 pen. Yeah. So what I'm doing now is angling between both caps. We've got A, we're holding it. The enemy's team aren't pushing A. So I'm also angled against B now, which is where the enemy's going to make their push. So hopefully I can stop taking any ridiculous pens from either cap. There we go, better angle and bounce them Margie shells. But in return, not doing much damage, Again, 1 pen there. My aim wasn't quite as good that time. It was on point last time, it's just RNG screwed me. The guns on the NC are very, very accurate for battleship guns. The shell velocity is quite slow though, you have to get used to that. Right, a Margie down, that is possibly the biggest threat to me, especially as he was pushing for a flank. Right, here's a target you like to shoot. A broadside cruiser and an NC. He went stealth, but you get a very fraction of a second where your accuracy bonus still counts, and the grouping's pretty good. 3 overpens and a citadel, so that is a lot of damage off of his hit point pool, but could have quite possibly been a devastating strike there. I'd have been a little bit more lucky with my RNG. So again, just holding my position. It does seem a bit boring, and ranked gameplay can be sometimes. If you're winning on cap points and you're winning on ships, there really is no need to push in. But I am going to later. I'm going to do something really stupid, but it's really funny. Right, shots out blind. See, I get spotted for it because my concealment then goes up to my gun firing range. But I'm safe from the A-cap. If you look, the other side of the A-cap, the enemy's NC is doing exactly the same thing as I'm doing. He's bow tanking A. There he is. Absolutely no point firing at him, and I don't bother. There is other targets to shoot at. Right, shots out against the Mikhail Kuchezov. Do we get anything out of that one? I thought I did. No, maybe not. That was a complete miss on him. Was worth it though. If I did manage to catch his citadel, it would have been half his hit point pool. Right, 1 pen on the turpits for 0 damage. That is the only thing that annoys me about this game. You aim up good, you get your pen, and you're rewarded with 0 damage. It's either a saturated area of the ship you've hit, or a part of the ship where there's nothing important. Right, so here he comes. You see he fires his spotter plane. That's to spot torpedoes coming around the corner. Probably a little bit late. He probably would have spotted them anyway. And he missed them. And my shots come in. Nearly 9,000 damage with 2 pens. So you go from 1 pen for 0 damage to 2 for 9,000. Yeah, a little bit strange how it works. Right, so I'm reversing up. Trying to get my enemies to my front. Like I said, up to about 15 kilometers, the NC's guns are pinpoint accurate. Shots out. He was edging forward slowly, gliding forward, probably slowing down so they might miss. There we go, 1 overpen. And that's how long it took those shells to get that short distance. Right, so he's making a big mistake. He knows I'm here, I'm detected. Right, so he's gliding, he's slowing down, but you know, these are meant to be real life ships. They take a long time to slow down because of the weight. I aim for his citadel, waterline hits. Let's see if I get one. He's backing up. Have I not given it enough lead? Boom, only 1 citadel, 2 pens, and a bullseye. Love that sound. Hopefully our guy there can finish him off. No, missed. I'm going to try and fling some over the island here. While that's going on, let me please just apologise for the stupid message in the middle of the screen. There's, with the last patch, they have messed up the replay system. There is absolutely no way of getting rid of that until they sort it out in the next patch, I guess. Only point to note now, this playstyle I'm adopting, even though the NC's anti-aircraft is awesome, if I was to sit dead still, if there was a carrier on the enemy team, he would start trying to punish me for it. So I would have to do something a little different, and I don't actually know what I would do if a carrier started striking me here. Maybe push into A and go around the back, or push to B and bow tank right in the corner, but then, oh, I don't know. Right, shots out. He is turning in, so maybe they won't catch him. He's seen the torpedoes. Catch him with 1 pen, 4,500 damage. Let the cruiser finish him off here. Here we go. He's down. That was the Edinburgh gone. No, it wasn't. It was a Chapayev. Sorry. Should read the battle results bits. Right, so we're looking good at B. Who cares if they control it? We've got a massive points lead and a ship lead. Right, shots out of the NC, completely pointless. Really shouldn't have done that, just giving away my position and what I'm doing. And where he'd gone blind, probably didn't get the accuracy bonus there. Nope, shots missed by miles. No point getting spotted for that, really. Right, time to push in. I've got all my hit points. The enemy's NC's getting bored as well. Look, here he comes. They need to make the play now. We've got such a points advantage. They need to start killing ships quickly. Right, so there we go. Nose in NC. I hit him with one shell and it bounced. There is one ship on the enemy's team now that can make a huge difference here, and it's the Lo Yang. Haven't seen him go for a flank, and there's a smoke in front of us. I don't know if that's a friendly smoke. Nope, there's a fresh smoke just building in front, so maybe I'm making a bit of a mistake here. Enemy Otago is. Right, shots out. Boom. Another citadel. Right. So our cruiser spotted the Lo Yang's torpedoes. He's managed to dodge them, and now I am as well, thanks to the warning he gave me. Right, I'm going to push in, try and take the pressure off of this guy. They are going to keep focusing in him. Hopefully I can block some of the shells. Right, enemy's NC's given up. He's reversing out. There's the Lo Yang. Shots out, but I think he's going to turn away. Down goes RDD. So what I'm doing now is actually quite risky because they're now only one ship behind. You can see I'm located now, so the Lo Yang's RPF means I am the closest ship to him. But he's just launched his torpedoes, and the reload on that is going to be well over a minute, I think. So I've got about a minute to do something before I potentially throw the game here. Shots out at Kutuzov. Boom, another citadel and one more pen for a high caliber. Lovely jubbly. Right, so I just noticed we're over 100,000 damage now. I like that. Right, shots coming in from the Lo Yang. What he's trying to do now is set me on fire to get me to burn my repair, and then he's going to torpedo me and try and get me to flood out. Right, shots out over there. He was slowing down, so I think I aimed a little bit too far forward. Right, pop my spotter plane. It gives you more range on your guns, but it also, if it flies around in the right time, it can spot enemy torpedoes coming in. Right, there's the Lo Yang. Secondaries open up on him. I'm just trying to use my rudder just a little bit to throw off his torpedoes. Shots out on him, 9 guns out. I wasted all of them on him because I want him dead. He is very, very dangerous little boat there. He's dead. Right, so start bow tanking the enemy NC. Right, guns are nearly up, but I changed my mind. I'm thinking double kill. Right, I had to give him that much lead. He's sneaking away, but I think my shells are just going to dip into the island. And now I'm going to use my front guns on the NC, but I aimed at his turrets to try and knock him out, but I really don't need to, do I? Because guess what I'm going to do? Here I come! Really slowly though, isn't it? Boom! Die hard in ranks for the win. I lost well over half my hit points there, but I survived. And that is the results. 214,000 credits. I don't run premium account at the minute. I haven't got any doubloons. 2.2k base XP and a die-hard win in ranked. You can get away with that sort of stuff in the lower ranks, but now I'm getting towards the first league. You have to be a little bit more serious. Anyway, there we go guys, a little bit of World of Warships ranked. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.